On March 19, 2011, a 23-year-old Jon Jones entered the Octagon not just as a challenger, but as a phenomenon. Facing the legendary Pride champion, Shogun Rua, Jones delivered a performance that felt like a changing of the guard. From the opening second, he launched a flying knee that signaled his fearlessness. For 3 rounds, he dismantled the champion with a creative barrage of elbows, knees, and wrestling. When the referee stopped the fight at 2:37 of round 3, Jones became the youngest champion in UFC history, ushering in an era of dominance that would span over a decade. In December 2011, Jones faced the Dragon, Lyoto Machida, a puzzle whose elusive karate style had baffled the elite. After a competitive first round where Machida landed clean counters, Jones adapted with terrifying efficiency. In the second round, after dropping Machida with a thunderous left hand, Jones locked in a standing guillotine choke against the fence. As Machida went unconscious, Jones released the hold and walked away as the challenger slumped to the canvas. A chillingly iconic image that cemented Bones as the most dangerous man on the planet. The rivalry with Daniel Cormier was fueled by pure, unadulterated vitriol. At UFC 182, Jones faced an undefeated Olympic wrestler who vowed to take him down and break him. Instead, Jones beat DC at his own game. He became the first person to take Cormier down, doing so multiple times to prove his wrestling was superior. Through 5 grueling rounds, Jones dominated the clinch and the psychological battle, ending the night with a unanimous decision and proving that even against his greatest rival, he was simply on another level. Every legend has a dark night of the soul, and for Jones, it was September 21, 2013. Alexander Gustafsson became the first man to truly match Jones's reach and athleticism, even taking the champion down for the first time. Bleeding and exhausted, Jones found himself losing on the scorecards going into the championship rounds. In a display of ultimate grit, Jones landed a spinning back elbow in the fourth that wobbled the Swede. He swept the final round to retain his title in a fight widely considered the greatest light heavyweight bout in MMA history. After a 3-year hiatus and a move up to the heavyweight division, the world wondered if bone or guillotine. The submission was so clinical it looked easy, making Jones a 2-division champion and silencing any doubt regarding his status as the GOAT. At UFC 152, Jones faced the Phenom, Vitor Belfort, and nearly saw his reign end in the first round. Belfort locked in a deep armbar that visibly snapped Jones's elbow, but the champion refused to tap. Fighting through a significant injury, Jones systematically broke Belfort down over the next 3 rounds with brutal ground and pound. He finished the fight in the fourth with an Americana submission, showcasing a level of championship heart and durability that matched his technical skill. Faced with one of the most terrifying punchers in the sport's history, Jones put on a masterclass in distance control at UFC 135. He neutralized Rampage's power with oblique kicks to the knees and varied striking, never allowing the challenger to get inside. In the fourth round, Jones transitioned to the back and secured a rear naked choke, becoming the first man to finish Rampage in the UFC and proving his new school style could dismantle old school legends. Glover Teixeira entered the fight on a 20-fight win streak, known for his heavy hands and elite grappling. Jones chose to fight Glover in the phone booth, staying in the clinch and utilizing shoulder cranks and short elbows to tear the challenger apart. It was a lopsided shutout that showcased Jones's ability to take away an opponent's greatest weapons and beat them in their own preferred range. In November 2024, at Madison Square Garden, Jones faced the man many consider the greatest heavyweight of all time. Jones looked sharp, strong, and highly creative. In the third round, he delivered a spectacular spinning back kick to the ribs that crumpled the durable Miocic. It was a perfect ending to a legendary chapter, as Jones celebrated in front of a packed arena, including the president-elect, cementing his legacy as a global superstar. Before the titles and the fame, there was UFC 94. A young, relatively unknown Jon Jones faced the rugged veteran Stephan Bonnar. This fight introduced the world to the unorthodox Jon Jones. He utilized Greco-Roman suplexes, spinning back elbows, and creative trips that Bonner had no answer for. Though it went to a decision, it was a one-sided showcase of a talent so raw and unique that the commentators knew they were watching a future Hall of Famer in the making.